I only I only talk on the phone in a completely quiet environment because remembering what I even called you for requires a lot of focus. They're like, how much more quiet do you need us to be? I'm like, I need to be able to hear you listen to me. You know what I mean? That's how quiet I need you to be right now. Thank you. I try to be nice in rush hour traffic because flicking off too many people, like too many times, gives you tri-state arthritis. I'll be like, doctor, I'm having a hard time closing my middle finger. He's like, you commute from Jersey to Philly, huh? I'm like, yep, how'd you know? How'd you know? I overpaid for a vinyl record because the song was so good, I just assumed the singer wasn't alive anymore. Like, I'm showing it off to my friends. I'm like, yeah, this is that classic Remy Wolf record, man. You can tell, like, this is old school. Like, they don't make records like this in this day and age, it just feels different, They're like, bro, Remy Wolf is 29 years old. I'm like, I'm going to the sauna more often because drinking water is my new nervous tick. I'm like, I need to start sweating more because my list of concerns is getting goofier by the day. They're like, oh, I thought you were just randomly getting into MMA. I keep cash in my socks when I'm out because it smooths out the wrinkles really well. Pay for something to be like, why does your money always smell so bad? I'm like, I don't know. But it always works in vending machines, so let's make sure we focus on what's important, right? Save a lot of time, I have to stop watching online tutorials because I almost tried to perform knee surgery in my bathroom. They're like, why are you doing this? Like, did you injure yourself? I'm like, no, my knee just itches really badly. Anyway, I didn't go through with it though. I thought my friend would pick up on my cries for helps a lot quicker because she speaks more languages than a caution sticker. She's like, oh no, dude, I didn't know that you were going through stuff. I'm like, girl, last week we argued about Venezuelan economics for an hour. She's like, right, that's my bad. My fault. I used to talk to my mom's brother 4 times a week because I like to pick the brains of people that I'm scared to become. He's like, yo, why do you keep asking me all these deep questions? I'm like, mostly because you dress like you stop, drop, and roll on a regular basis. I just want to make sure that I want to psychoanalyze that decision. I used to drive with my shirt off because I was under the impression that my car windows were tinted. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I thought people were staring at me because my driving was bad. Turns out they just disapprove of my way to avoid wrinkles in my shirt. I guess that would explain the mouth agape and wide eyes, On the positive side, I'm not a bad driver. I talk a lot when I'm out because I think that'll help people avoid looking at my shoes. There are people who are like, you're always trying to hog up all the attention just because you're tall. I'm like, no, I'm trying to keep people from looking down. I don't tell jokes about my body anymore because it takes me too long to recognize that I'm the only one laughing. They're like, why don't you want to go on a run with us? I'm like, being knock-kneed just makes me want to never wake up again. They're like, what? I'm like, oh, my bad. Listen, never mind. I've been riding my bike at nighttime because on my worst days, I remember every mean thing that's anyone's ever said to me. Like, people will see me ride and they'll be like, bro, you look stupid wearing a helmet while going 2 miles an hour. I'm like, you know what? That comment just added 20 minutes to my commute. Gotta process more. I'm going downhill. Makes it hard. I went into work really early this morning because my closet felt like an advertisement for male skinny jeans. They caught me in there. They're like, Aaron, what are you doing here so early? I'm like, this is the only place that doesn't remind me of the year 2011. My hobbies are just purely proof that I'm not depressed, because in my city, like, my city is for people who like to pretend to be rich. You know, they'll ask you questions like, hey, like, are you caught up on this season of The Rehearsal? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, that was a test and you failed. Clearly you're poor and you're depressed. I developed a dependency on my friends because I'm trying to be like socially competitive. You know what I mean? Like, they'll ask me stuff like what'd you do yesterday? I'm like, oh, well, I stayed out all night like I lost my keys. I probably shouldn't start a family because I would probably use it to like try to rewrite history. Like, my grandkids will be like, oh, my great-grandfather Aaron was the inventor of the color wheel. And I'm like, I think it'll work. Like, I just need to have more children than the amount of people that currently know me. You know? Because, like, then it's like he said, she said. It's like, who's got the louder voice? No one likes to eat my deep fried cherries because I keep leaving the seeds in them. You know, they'll look in the refrigerator like, dude, are these the cherries that you brought to that event last weekend? I'm like, yeah, man. I made 20 for the event and I left with 21. They're like, yeah, it might be time to hang up the recipe. They just don't get it. I turned my niece's stuffed animals into piñatas because separation is too expensive. She's like, those are two different things. Like, this won't work. We won't be able to bust that open with a stick. I'm like, I don't know. I think you're forgetting how cheap this material really is. I think we'll be able to bust it with a stick. I think so. Also, you know, I don't want to buy a piñata. Gotta be resourceful, you know what I'm saying? Some of my shirts have holes in it because I'm really bad at fishing for compliments. They're like, do you not look at yourself in the mirror before you leave the house? I'm like, no, and I was hoping that wearing this would help you notice how cool my pants are. I don't pay attention to what other people are doing, like, at all, because being vain is the cure to a headache. They're like, oh, did you hear about what Yolanda did in Paris last week? I'm like, dude, like, I can't have this conversation right now because I don't have Tylenol on me. So, like, I don't know. I should probably get my TV fixed, because my dreams are becoming my main source of entertainment right now. My friend was like, I had a dream that I was trying to make a high school chess team by hitting the game winner at a soccer match. I'm like, ooh, please tell me more, because Hollywood don't make movies like this anymore. I'm thinking about opening up a taco scooter because it's hard to make left turns in a truck. They'll be like, yo, that looks heavy to carry all those things on that thing. I'm like, what? And it's cool. Like, I prefer to drive things that are low to the ground. I knew my city was like too small because there were no alternative routes to get to my house. I'm like, oh, this sucks. Too many people remember the stupid stuff that I say. And they're like, yo, if you want to avoid talking to your neighbors, you're going to have to learn to fly. Because everyone knows everyone here. It was really hard for me to be edgy because I wanted all my tattoos to look like street chalk. You know, they'd see me, they're like, yo, how did you come back with nothing? I'm like, ugh, the tattoo artist just didn't understand my artistic vision. They're like, bro, you were gone for like 3 hours. Like, I was trying to explain my artistic vision. He just didn't get it. I think it would have been cool to like have hopscotch on my face. You know, I think that would have been. He didn't like that. He said, "Come back to me when you're sober," and I was like, "I am."